Seniors, 3 types of milk you should never drink, and 3 you must choose. Instead, discover the hidden truth behind your daily milk choices and how they affect the aging body in this essential guide filled with senior health tips. Learn why some popular types of milk can silently harm your heart, bones, and brain, and how a few smart swaps can transform your health. Whether it's avoiding sugar traps or choosing nutrient-rich alternatives, these senior health insights provide powerful ways to boost energy, improve digestion, and support long-term cognitive function, backed by expert insights and science-based advice. These tips are designed to help you thrive. Start better habits with health tips that truly make a difference. 1. Sweetened condensed milk. Let us begin our journey by exploring the types of milk that seniors should avoid. The first on that list is sweetened condensed milk. Sounds familiar? Right. It's the kind of milk many of us have known since childhood, often used in coffee, desserts, or just enjoyed by the spoonful each morning as a comforting ritual. But behind its rich sweetness lies a concerning truth, especially for a body that is gradually weakening with age. Just 1 tablespoon of condensed milk contains up to 10 grams of added sugar, and most people don't stop at just 1. When sugar enters the body in such high concentrations, it causes blood sugar to spike rapidly. However, the initial alertness quickly fades, giving way to fatigue, sluggishness, and a foggy mind. These sharp blood sugar fluctuations place heavy stress on the pancreas, weakening its ability to regulate glucose, a system that middle-aged and older adults are already vulnerable to. But the consequences don't stop there. Sugar fuels silent inflammation throughout the body. Numerous studies have shown that excessive sugar intake triggers chronic inflammation, affecting nerve cells, the immune system, and even damaging blood vessels. An article from Harvard Health describes sugar as the fuel of premature aging and cognitive decline. Particularly in seniors, consuming too much sugar can increase the risk of dementia, a condition some scientists now refer to as type 3 diabetes. Due to the strong link between insulin resistance and brain function, you might have noticed it feeling more forgetful lately, or perhaps struggling to recall a familiar name. You may think it's just aging, but if you've been putting a spoonful of condensed milk into your coffee each morning, the reason may be right there. Sugar not only affects memory but also weakens the digestive system. With its thick texture and intense sweetness, condensed milk can lead to indigestion, bloating, and a heavy feeling after meals. And what about the cardiovascular system? High sugar intake raises triglyceride levels in the blood, leading to hardened arteries and elevated blood pressure. When combined with other risk factors such as age, high cholesterol, or a history of heart disease, it becomes a recipe for a potential health crisis. 1 small action, a single spoonful of condensed milk, could quietly contribute to years of declining health without your knowing. So, does this mean you have to give up all sweetness? Not necessarily, if you're looking for a substitute. Consider unsweetened plant-based milk or oat milk with a naturally sweet taste, especially those fortified with calcium. These options are gentler on blood sugar and also provide fiber to support digestion and sustained energy. If you do need a hint of sweetness, choose natural sweeteners like stevia or a small amount of pure honey, but always remember that even good things require moderation. What kind of milk do you add to your morning coffee? It may be time to reconsider, because the smallest choice today could be the first step in protecting your memory, heart, and energy for the years ahead. 2. Rice milk. Next, let's talk about a type of milk that seems harmless, gentle, and is often labeled as plant-based. Heart-friendly, and that is rice milk. This is a popular choice among seniors who begin to have digestive issues with cow's milk. It's light on the stomach, easy to drink, and lactose-free. At first glance, rice milk seems perfect, but in reality, it is quite the opposite. For middle-aged and older adults, rice milk can be one of the silent contributors to a gradually weakening body. The first issue lies in its nutritional content. Rice milk is essentially made by blending white rice with water, then filtering the mixture to produce a smooth liquid. The result is a milk with a naturally sweet taste but virtually no protein. A typical cup of rice milk provides less than 1 gram of protein. For younger people, this might not be a big issue, but after age 60, the body starts to lose muscle mass. Without sufficient protein intake each day, the body lacks the building blocks to maintain leg strength, leading to muscle weakness, shakiness, and even falls from something as simple as missing a stair step. A protein-deficient body recovers slowly, tires easily, and loses flexibility. If you've noticed that you move more slowly, or that sitting down and getting up is harder than before, it might not just be age. It could very well be a serious protein deficiency, and rice milk, despite its gentle reputation, could be contributing to that decline. Even more concerning is the presence of inorganic arsenic in rice milk. Arsenic is a heavy metal that rice plants often absorb from the soil during growth, unlike some other toxins that can be removed through cooking. Arsenic remains in the rice water and ends up in the final product. While the amount may seem small, drinking rice milk daily, especially when your liver and kidneys are no longer detoxifying as efficiently, can lead to a gradual buildup. Over time, arsenic exposure can harm liver function, increase pressure on the kidneys, and has even been linked in some studies to skin, lung, and bladder cancers. You might not feel any of this right away. No one drinks a cup of rice milk and feels exhausted immediately. But persistent fatigue with no clear cause, a dull complexion, or unusual kidney test results could all be linked to the regular use of this seemingly healthy milk. There's another problem, the glycemic index. Rice milk has a high glycemic index, meaning it spikes blood sugar rapidly after drinking, with nearly half of older adults living with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Drinking rice milk daily is like adding fuel to a slow-burning fire. Symptoms like fatigue, trouble concentrating, or feeling hungry again shortly after drinking milk may all be signs of erratic blood sugar levels. To make matters worse, many commercial brands add sugar to rice milk to enhance its taste, which only amplifies these negative effects. Once again, consumers are not clearly warned, and what you thought was healthy plant-based milk might actually be an empty source of energy low in protein, lacking healthy fats, void of fiber, and full of hidden sugar. So, what's a better alternative if you want a gentle milk that still supports overall health? Unsweetened almond milk is a strong candidate. It's low in calories, rich in vitamin E, does not spike blood sugar, and contains no arsenic. Almond milk is truly a gentler, safer companion that you can rely on. Have you ever used rice milk? If so, have you noticed feeling more tired, less focused, or perhaps having a reduced appetite after drinking it? If the answer is yes, then it might be time to reevaluate this choice and consider a better path for your well-being and mental clarity. 3. Whole milk. And finally, the last type of milk that seniors should avoid is whole milk. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Whole milk is the kind many of us drank as children. It brings back memories of warm family breakfasts, a creamy white glass of milk next to toast, or a fragrant bowl of porridge. For many older adults, whole milk is more than just food, it's a part of memory, a comforting habit that's hard to let go. But because of that familiarity, many people overlook the hidden effects this milk can have on the aging body. Whole milk contains a relatively high amount of saturated fat, about 4.5 grams per 240 milliliter cup, for younger people. Digesting this fat isn't usually a problem, but after the age of 60, the metabolism slows down, blood vessels stiffen, and the heart must work harder to circulate blood throughout the body. In that context, consuming saturated fat daily is like adding extra pressure on a heart that's already tired. Research from Harvard University has shown that seniors who drink whole milk daily have up to an 18% higher risk of cardiovascular events. This risk doesn't show up loudly. It creeps in day by day, glass by glass, only becoming noticeable when the body begins to send out warning signs: shortness of breath during walks, mild chest tightness when climbing stairs, or a general sense of fatigue with no clear cause. These symptoms are not just normal signs of aging, they may be signals of a heart under strain. Beyond heart health, whole milk also contributes to weight gain, a serious concern for older adults. Extra weight adds pressure on the knees, hips, and lower back, and it also worsens insulin resistance, which is a key factor in type 2 diabetes. If you are living with diabetes or are in the pre-diabetic stage, drinking whole milk every day can work against your health goals. Additionally, many seniors begin to experience bloating, indigestion, or mild stomach pain after drinking milk without knowing why. Some blame it on unusual meals or simply think their stomach is getting weaker with age. But one very common cause is often overlooked: lactose intolerance, a condition that becomes more widespread after age 60. When the body lacks the enzyme lactase to digest the lactose in cow's milk, The digestive system reacts by producing gas, bloating, diarrhea, or a feeling of heaviness after meals. Feeling tired after drinking milk is not normal. It is a sign that your digestive system is under stress. This is why whole milk, although it may seem like a traditional, safe choice, is in fact a heavy burden on your heart, joints, digestion, and weight. But this doesn't mean you have to cut milk out of your life completely. It simply means that we need to choose the right kind of milk, one that supports your body instead of working against it. Have you noticed feeling bloated or having more difficulty moving after a breakfast that included milk? If so, it might be time to reconsider the type of milk you're using each day, because a small change, a wise choice, could be the beginning of a healthier body, a sharper mind, and a more independent life. Now that we've covered the types of milk seniors should avoid, let's move on to the more positive side, smart and age-friendly milk choices. 1. Calcium-fortified oat milk. Let's begin with a type of milk that is gradually becoming more popular, not just for its pleasant taste, but also for its quiet yet powerful health benefits, and that is calcium-fortified oat milk. Oat milk has a very special quality. It's not too sweet, not too thick, but mild and easy to digest. More importantly, this type of milk naturally fits the changing needs of the body after the age of 60. As you cross this milestone, your bones begin to lose mineral density, becoming brittle and more prone to fractures. A minor slip or a small misstep once harmless at age 30 can now result in a serious injury, a long recovery time, or sometimes even permanent decline in mobility. Calcium-fortified oat milk is a quiet answer to that concern. With an added calcium content of around 300 to 400 milligrams per cup, along with vitamin D to help the body absorb it more effectively. This milk does more than supply minerals. It also creates the right conditions for calcium to actually be delivered into your bones. This is especially important for seniors, since natural vitamin D synthesis from sunlight decreases due to reduced sun exposure and a slower metabolism. You can drink oat milk as a gentle snack or enjoy it in your morning cereal. And each time you do, you're reinforcing your bone health in a meaningful way. But the benefits of oat milk don't stop there. This milk also contains beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that helps lower bad cholesterol in the blood. When consumed regularly, beta-glucan reduces the body's absorption of cholesterol from food, easing the burden on the heart and blood vessels. Numerous studies have confirmed that just 3 grams of beta-glucan per day, the amount found in a few cups of oat milk, can significantly lower the risk of cardiovascular disease, which remains one of the top causes of death among seniors. If you've ever felt restless or had trouble sleeping at night, you may be surprised to learn that a warm cup of oat milk in the evening can help calm the nerves and improve sleep quality. With its naturally light sweetness from oats, no added sugar, and lactose-free content, this milk becomes a gentle companion for your stomach and digestive system. Those who often suffer from bloating, gas, or sluggish digestion will find noticeable comfort after using it regularly for some time. With all these strengths supporting strong bones, improving heart health, soothing digestion, and enhancing sleep quality, calcium-fortified oat milk is truly a valuable choice for anyone over 60. It's not flashy, not overwhelming, but every glass of oat milk is a quiet step toward long-term health. Have you tried oat milk before? If not, perhaps today is the day to start a small change. And who knows, that small change might become the powerful support your legs, heart, and sleep have been waiting for. 2. Unsweetened almond milk. Next, in our journey to find the most suitable types of milk for senior health is a choice that may seem simple but contains many surprising benefits, and that is unsweetened almond milk. This plant-based milk is increasingly recommended by nutrition experts, not only because it is gentle on the body, but also for its ability to support heart health, protect the brain, and help manage weight, 3 especially important factors after the age of 60. At first glance, unsweetened almond milk may appear too light, lacking nutrition. It's not as thick as cow's milk, not as sweet as soy milk, and barely has any fat. But its lightness is actually its strength. Each cup of unsweetened almond milk contains only about 30 to 40 calories, much lower than whole milk, while still offering a pleasant and refreshing sensation. This is particularly helpful for older adults who need to manage their weight, reduce visceral fat, or are taking medications for blood pressure or cholesterol. In terms of heart health, almond milk stands out because of its healthy fat content, especially monounsaturated fats. These fats have been confirmed in many studies to help reduce bad cholesterol LDL and increase good cholesterol HDL. This is crucial in protecting blood vessel walls, lowering the risk of atherosclerosis, and preventing serious cardiovascular events such as stroke or heart attack. But that's not all. Almond milk is also one of the richest plant-based sources of natural vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects cell membranes from damage by free radicals. With about 7 to 10 milligrams of vitamin E per cup of almond milk, you are giving your body an important nutrient that slows down brain cell aging, supports memory, improves focus, and reduces the risk of cognitive decline. Some studies have even shown that adequate vitamin E intake can enhance cognitive performance in older adults, especially those beginning to experience mild memory loss. Another big advantage is that almond milk contains no lactose, which is very important because most people over 60 become increasingly intolerant to this natural sugar found in cow's milk. If you frequently feel bloated, have indigestion, or experience mild diarrhea after drinking milk, lactose is likely the cause. Almond milk completely avoids this issue, leaving your stomach feeling lighter and more comfortable after meals. Unlike many plant-based milks that are sweetened to improve flavor, unsweetened almond milk retains its natural purity. It does not cause a spike in blood sugar and is especially suitable for those living with diabetes or metabolic disorders. Keeping blood sugar levels stable throughout the day is key to maintaining steady energy, avoiding sudden fatigue, and reducing the risk of dangerous hypoglycemia in seniors. You can enjoy almond milk in the morning with oatmeal. Use it in coffee instead of condensed milk, or blend it into smoothies with fruit and seeds. However you choose to use it, you're offering your body a gentle, yet effective form of support for a healthier heart, a sharper mind, and smoother digestion. So if you're looking for a type of milk that doesn't make your body feel heavy, but quietly supports your health every day, unsweetened almond milk is definitely a trustworthy companion. 3. Fermented soy milk. The final type of milk on the list of recommended daily choices for older adults may surprise you, not only because it is familiar, but also because it can do more than you may have ever expected. That is fermented soy milk, a more advanced version of traditional soy milk, with deeper nutritional value, better absorption, and more comprehensive benefits for a body entering a stage of life that requires special care. You may have had soy milk before. Perhaps you've even made it at home, or regularly drink it warm each morning. But if you're using unfermented soy milk, then you're only getting part of the potential benefits this food can offer. When soy is fermented through processes involving natural microbial cultures, its nutrients become easier to absorb, its biological activity increases, and it even gains probiotic bacteria that are beneficial for the gut. One of the most important reasons why fermented soy milk is an ideal companion for aging is its supply of complete protein. This is one of the few plant-based milks that contains all 9 essential amino acids, the building blocks needed to build, repair, and maintain muscle mass. For people over 60, muscle loss happens more rapidly, especially if you're less active, eating irregularly, or living a sedentary lifestyle. Supplementing with complete protein from fermented soy milk helps the body maintain strength in arms and legs, reduce the risk of falls and imbalance, and greatly improve quality of life. In addition, soy is rich in isoflavones, plant compounds with mild estrogen-like activity. For postmenopausal women, when natural hormone levels drop sharply, isoflavones act as a natural shield, helping to slow down bone loss, reduce hot flashes, enhance memory, and stabilize mood. Studies from Tufts University and McMaster University have shown that adding isoflavones from soy into the diet is linked with higher bone density and better cognitive performance in older adults. However, not everyone digests soy well, especially those with sensitive stomachs. That is why fermentation plays a vital role. It breaks down some of the harder to digest compounds in soy, softens its protein structure, and introduces enzymes that aid in digestion. The result is a gentler soy milk, one that doesn't cause bloating, gas, or discomfort, while still retaining its core nutritional value. Fermented soy milk also brings natural probiotics, those guardian soldiers of the immune and digestive systems, once in the intestines. They help maintain a healthy balance of gut bacteria, improve vitamin absorption, reduce the risk of constipation, and can even enhance sleep quality. For seniors who often feel restless, sleep lightly, or wake up frequently during the night, a cup of fermented soy milk in the evening may bring unexpected relief. You don't need to make major changes to begin using this milk. You can drink it warm in the morning, mix it with a pinch of cinnamon or chia seeds, or simply pair it with breakfast foods like whole grain cereal or whole wheat bread. What matters is consistency. Big improvements in the body don't always come from dramatic changes, but from quiet, right decisions made daily, like a cup of milk each day. And if you've felt physically weaker, less steady, or are noticing signs of mild memory loss, your body may simply be waiting for the right nourishment at the right time. Fermented soy milk may not be a miracle, but it is exactly the kind of steady support aging bodies need, a source of nutrition that benefits both physical and mental health in a gentle, effective way. As we enter the most mature chapter of life, health is no longer something to take lightly. Every step we take, every hour of sleep, every meal carries greater meaning. It is not just about survival, but about preserving independence, alertness, and joy. In that journey, choosing the right kind of milk each day may be a small step, but one full of strength. Now you've seen it. Familiar milks like sweetened condensed milk, rice milk, and whole milk can quietly drain your energy, fuel inflammation, weaken muscles, impair memory, and burden your heart. On the other hand, when you replace them with calcium-fortified oat milk, unsweetened almond milk, or fermented soy milk, you're not just nourishing your body, you're giving yourself a chance to live well, move freely, and stay in control. Don't wait until you've lost mobility to start worrying about your legs. Don't let pain or fatigue cloud your daily joy. Begin with one small action. Change the milk you drink each morning. This is not just a shift in taste, but a shift in your future health. And if you've learned something today from this video, try applying it at your next meal. You don't have to change everything at once. Start little by little with knowledge, trust, and patience, because the body is always ready to heal. If you know how to listen to it, wishing you good health, peace of mind, and the strength to face all the challenges that aging brings. If you found today's sharing helpful, don't forget to click like and subscribe to this channel so you won't miss upcoming videos. And if you're currently using any of the milks mentioned today, leave a comment below and share your journey with me. I'm always here to listen to your story.